Mary Eve again, back with some mini projects. And as you can see, I've already washed my hands because we're dealing with food again today. And today we're going to be baking with biscuits. These recipes that I'm using are in our mini foods manual, and we will put a link to this online at the end of the video. Baking with biscuits is very simple. We're not making the biscuits. We're going to be using a roll of biscuits that you can get at the grocery store. And I'm just using the buttermilk biscuits. It's something simple. Make sure that you throw away your stuff as you go. And this one you have to press a spoon to open it. And the first one we are making are these cinnamon twists. I already have on the counter my plastic, just like I did for when we did cookies. And what we're going to do with our biscuits is roll it up into a snake. So you take your biscuit, kind of squish it, then roll it on your plastic. Until you get a snake that's about 9 or 10 inches long. Then you take your snake and you smash it. So that we have a flat snake. Now with our flat snake, this is a cinnamon twist because we're going to twist our snake dough here. And then we're going to take the two ends and going to squish them together. So it looks kind of like a Christmas wreath. In the bowl here, I have butter. And then in my other bowl, I'm going to put a 1/4 cup of sugar, a teaspoon of cinnamon. And make sure it's just a flat teaspoon. If you really like cinnamon, you can add more. If you don't care for it, add a little bit less, or maybe use another spice like allspice, pumpkin pie seasoning, or nutmeg. And we're going to mix this up. So now you're making cinnamon sugar. So if you can't find it at the store already pre-made, you can make your own. So we're going to take our rolled up snake, dip it in the butter, so it's going to get a little greasy, and then dip it into your cinnamon and sugar mix so that it's all covered. You can flip it over. Make sure you have plenty of cinnamon and sugar on that. And then you can either leave it in the circle, or you can give it another twist so that it makes into like a figure 8. And put that on your parchment sheet. Let's just make a few more. Ready to go into the oven. I preheated it to 425 degrees, so it's good and hot. And you may want a parent to help you get this, put this in and take this out of the oven. So here we go. And we will set the timer. It should take anywhere between 8 and 10 minutes. So this one we're going to set on 8 just to check. Okay, those are baking. Second recipe is going to be a Parmesan cheese garlic breadstick using our roll-up biscuits. And we have to pop open the roll. And for our mixture, instead of cinnamon and sugar, we're going to use Parmesan cheese, 1/4 cup of that. We're going to use some oregano, about a 1/2 teaspoon. And a 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. And again, depending on how much you like garlic powder and oregano, you can put a little more, you can put a little less. Stir that up, mix it well, get rid of all the lumps in the Parmesan cheese. And these are going to be breadsticks, so we're not going to put them in a circle like we did for the cinnamon twists, but we are going to start the same procedure. We'll go ahead and make a snake. Squish the snake. And give it just a couple of twists. And you can either dunk it in your butter or you can brush the butter on after you put it on the tray. I think you get better coverage this way because you get the butter and cheese on both sides of the breadstick. So I'm going to make a few of those, and we're going to also bake these at a 425-degree oven. Okay, our 8 minutes is up. We're going to check to see if these are done. If not, we'll give them 2 more minutes. They've puffed up pretty good and they're looking pretty nice. So we'll take these out of the oven. Put it on the cooling rack. We'll put in our Parmesan garlic breadsticks. These also take about 8 to 10 minutes. So again, we'll set the timer for 8 minutes and we'll check on them then. Okay, we're going to take these off of our parchment paper and set them on a cooling rack to cool. And you'll notice that I have a piece of parchment paper under my cooling rack. Because what we're going to do, and this is an option, is to put a little icing over the top. And this is the same icing recipe that I use when I make the cookies. Now really, you're supposed to wait till these cool just a little bit because the icing will melt, but I wanted to show you how it's done. So we have just a little bit of icing. I want to put some on a spoon and then just tilt your spoon so it just drizzles over the top of your cinnamon twist. Adds just a little extra sweetness. You don't have to do this. It tastes just as good the way they are. It makes an extra special treat. Okay, our 8-minute timer has gone off. So let's check our Parmesan garlic cheese sticks. They look wonderful. Too bad you can't smell these things because they smell wonderful too. And this would be a good addition to a spaghetti or lasagna dinner, or just to have by itself to dunk it into spaghetti sauce. And you want to wait a couple of minutes because this came out of a 425-degree oven, so they will be really hot. Okay, we'll go ahead and plate them up for you. And there we go, ready to eat.